Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another video of horsecraft. So this is the third video of horsecraft. I'm having to do a voiceover of this video because my audio decided to act up in this video and you couldn't really hear anything I was saying. But in the last video we built the 3 animal pens that you guys just saw. So we are going to be filling those up with animals today: cows, sheep, and chicken. Our crops look pretty ready to grow or to be harvested. And then today I think I'm going to be doing a little bit of mining and trying not to die in the process of mining. That would be ideal. But I'm hoping to find a saddle, maybe like finding a mine or a mine shaft to raid, and maybe there can be a saddle in there. I've figured out how to get string, so we're going to be doing that today as well. Ultimately, my goal is to hopefully get a horse in the next couple of episodes, but we do need to fix up the barn quite a bit. So the sun is going down right now. Here is our cat. She still needs a name, so leave name suggestions for her down below. She's all white with a blue eye and then like a yellowish greenish eye. So leave name suggestions down below for her. But since the sun is going down, we're going to head up to bed and sleep for the night because I do not like mobs. I don't think anyone likes mobs, and I do not want to die by a mob. That is my ultimate goal. It is very embarrassing to die, and I know it's a part of life in Minecraft, but I really do not want to die. I guess I'm just staring at this cat. Here's our basement that has like a bunch of the swim stuff that we'll need for a future swim pony. Now I'm finally going to go to bed. I don't entirely remember everything I said in this video. I'm just kind of struggling through this voiceover, so I hope you guys enjoy it. My voice is a little bit bad right now. I was down with food poisoning for most of the weekend, so I have been struggling all weekend, so I sound really sick right now, and my voice is just struggling through life. But today's my birthday, so I'm trying to celebrate my birthday by obviously filming and doing this voiceover. This video was actually from a couple of days ago. So I'm trying to remember everything that I did in this video. So it's kind of funny watching it back and then trying to remember everything I did because this was filmed a couple of days ago. I guess I'm just organizing some of my chests for right now, cleaning some things out. The cobweb we are going to use to get string, which I believe I do later in this video, I'm hoping. If not, that would be really embarrassing. That dark oak sapling, I definitely thought I had already planted, and I in fact did not plant, and that was really embarrassing because I was looking for it later in this video. I remember that part, and then I ended up planting it anyways, and it still has not grown. It takes a while to grow apparently, or maybe because it's in the wrong biome. I'm not really sure how it works. Like I've said in previous videos, I haven't played survival Minecraft in literally years. I've been around since Minecraft was originally started, I guess 2009, 2010. I was playing Minecraft before horses were even a part of the game. That's how long I've been playing it, but I rarely ever play survival. Here we're making glass, which I turned into glass panes to fix up the house a little bit because we had a lot of holes where the windows should have been. So I'm smelting the glass right now to get the window panes so that mobs do not come and bug me in my own house. Here I'm just cleaning out my inventory still. We are going to go harvest these crops real quick because they're all grown. We need the seeds to get chickens and then the wheat to get cows and sheep. And then we also have alfalfa and oat growing, but I decided not to worry about growing them because I'm focusing on getting myself food before I get food ready for the swim horses, which is ultimately my goal, but I am more focused on me trying to live and have food available. so I chose not to replant the alfalfa and the oat until we can have expand our crop a little bit. We have potatoes as well, which I can turn into baked potatoes later on. The beets, I chose not to replant those either because you don't really use them for anything. I guess you can make like a stew with them, but I prefer just to have like baked potatoes, bread, any sort of meat, which is why we're going to go look for animals to have, so we can breed the animals and have a source of meat available. Carrots, a lot of carrots. We have so many carrots. We don't really need them for anything. I don't think the horses actually use the carrots, so they're just kind of there, and you can, I guess you can eat them, but they're not really nutritious. Like, they don't provide a lot of food, I suppose is how you would say that. Like, I have so many carrots. Like, I do not need like 40 some odd carrots, because ultimately I find them very useless in Minecraft. So I'm not really sure why I replanted those either. I do plan on planting the watermelon hopefully later on. Watermelon takes up a little bit more space crop wise, so I've like held off on trying to plant the watermelon, but I do plan on planting that in the future, because I think watermelon's also very nutritious. I don't exactly remember. Here we are looking for chickens. Here's a couple chickens. I started out with 2 of them, and then we can breed them to get more chickens, and then they can also drop eggs, which can also give us more chicken. So, and now it's starting to rain, which is just great. We love doing everything in the rain. Here we are struggling to get these chickens to follow the seeds because I do not have any leads, and I still have not figured out how to create a lead, so I have to do some research on that. I know it requires string, which I am going to have later on in this episode, but for now I don't know how to make a lead. So I did go ahead and breed the chickens to start getting like a family of chickens going so that I can get more eggs and more meat from them. And then now we're going to go look for some sheep. There are quite a few sheep around here, so we're just going to start out with 2 sheep for now, to go ahead and start off our like sheep breeding program thing. I don't know what you would call it. The cows, I have not seen a lot of cows around, so we're going to have to go adventure a little bit to go find some cows. I haven't really seen any cows around my house that much, so we're going to have to walk a little ways in this pouring rain to go find cows. We're going to go ahead and breed these sheep so they can have a baby. Yay, a cute little baby. Baby's trying to escape. The baby needs to go back in the pen. Stay with your mom, please. Okay, there we go. That tree just grew. I did not notice that while filming it, but now I see it, that it just popped up and I never noticed it. That's pretty funny. Another random egg. Thank you, chicken. I chose not to do pigs because pigs really don't provide anything else besides their meat when you kill them. Whereas the sheep provide wool, the cows provide leather and milk. So I chose not to do the pigs because I find them pretty useless as well. Here we are walking around this plains biome in hopes to find a couple of cows. There's quite a few pumpkins around here, which I do have a couple of pumpkins, but they also take up a lot of space when growing them. And then I came across these beautiful ponies. This bay pony right here literally looks like my horse, except with a little bit too much white markings, so I kind of like that pony. And there's a little roan over here, and then these 2 horses are the ones that I've kept my eye on. The Seal Bay with the Sabino markings is stunning, and then this guy is like the most beautiful horse. Like, it's a mealy bay kind of color with a snowcap Appaloosa marking, and that's the horse I've had my eye on since we originally decided to call this plains biome home. So I'm hoping that we can get him whenever our barn is ready to house ponies in it. And then here we are. This process takes a little while of getting these cows back home because the Minecraft cows are very, very slow, I came to find out. And they get distracted very easily. If you're walking too fast, they choose not to follow you. even though you have wheat in your hand. So it was kind of annoying. I had to it was like stop and go for a little while, because like as you can see, like this cow got distracted. And I had to keep its attention because they walk very slow. And this rain just is very annoying. I'm hoping that the rain will stop soon. I honestly forgot that it rained while filming this. I'm enjoying doing this voiceover a lot and watching myself play Minecraft and struggle a little bit. From a few days ago, it's definitely healing my sick heart, because I do not feel the best right now. Even though I am like mostly over my food poisoning, my body is not over my food poisoning. It is still recovering. But today's my birthday, so that's a plus. I'm going out with family tonight to celebrate, so that'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, I chose to spend my morning editing this video, and come to find out the audio is really, really sad, and you cannot hear a word I was saying. So now I'm having to do this voiceover, and it's taking a little bit longer to edit the video. But that's okay. These cows are really annoying me at this point. Like, watching this back, it's really annoying me. Remind me not to do Minecraft cows in the future. I know they're necessary, but like, they're slightly annoying. Now we're most of the way back home, and then I forget that my animal pens are literally right there, and I start walking away from the animal pens because my brain farted. And I started walking towards my house because apparently I thought I was going to keep my cows in my house. So now, here we are, finally taking them to the animal pens, which is where they're supposed to be. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and start breeding these cows to get a baby from them. That way we can start having a family, and then once we have enough of them, we can start using them for their drops. So like the cows, I can use their leather. I'm sure I can use leather for something swim related. I think tack. I think the swim tack requires a lot of leather, or like the refined leather, I think. I don't remember if that's what it's called. And then here's the oak sapling that I thought I planted, and I in fact did not plant. And now it's planted. Because my brain was not okay during the filming of this, because I had food poisoning, and my thinking was not all there. Here we are, going to bed again, because I do not feel like dealing with mobs quite yet. I do have most set of armor. I have my leather boots, I have iron helmet and iron leggings. I'm only missing an iron chest plate, which I believe I am making right now. I think that's what I'm doing. Yes, that is what I'm doing. So now I have a full set of armor. I chose to have leather boots because we went to go adventure in like the snowy cliffs, and the leather boots are supposed to help prevent you from falling in like the deep snow or the powdered snow. I think that's what it's called. I'm not entirely sure. But come to find out, I don't think that the leather boots were actually working. Here we are actually harvesting our cobwebs now, because I had to Google how to harvest string, and you have to break cobwebs with a sword. But I always could have swore that you had to do it with like shears, but apparently not, or like they used to be where you could harvest string with shears from cobwebs, and then Minecraft changed it or something, because I always remember from my childhood having to use shears for the cobwebs. Or I could just totally be out of it and like forget about it. And now we're going to harvest the rest of the cobweb that I got from upstairs in the house, so that we have plenty of string to make leads that I still do not know how to make. So I'm going to Google that after I'm done editing this video to figure out how to make a lead, because I do need a lead for the horses eventually. And then I do need to fix that and make an extra ladder, because that annoys me thoroughly. What am I doing here? I think I'm making another sword because my sword broke. Yes, I think that's what I'm doing. So we're gonna go and make another sword and then break the rest of the string. or break the rest of the cobwebs so that we can have more string. That's the proper words. I think I'm just looking through the chests for something. Oh, I was looking for the stone to see if I could make a stone sword, but I didn't have enough stone to make a stone sword, so we had to make a wood sword again. But that's okay. I do need to go through and like clean out my inventory in the future and like organize everything, because I do have this entire basement that was a part of the swim structure to put all of my storage and stuff in, so I do need to go through and do that. Most of what's down here is just like swim stuff for the swim horses, so I just need to go through and organize some of that. This stuff in this little corner is for the barn, so we have stuff to help fix up the barn a little bit. Here we are struggling with the ladder again. I don't remember what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm attempting to do. Oh, I think this is when I was looking to see if I could make a lead with just string, but I couldn't find it. So that's why I'm going to Google how to make a lead, because I thought all you needed for a lead was string, but apparently I was wrong. Yeah, so here I am looking for how to make a lead, and it's not going to pop up, which is slightly frustrating. And this is me trying to learn how Minecraft crafting works, because I struggle with crafting. Here we are just sticking it in our inventory for now. I think I'm just cleaning out my inventory to go prepare to mine right now. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, because I took dirt with me to use as like stacking. So I'm just cleaning out my inventory, getting ready to go mining, which I kind of did, kind of didn't do, because I chickened out and chose to save myself from dying. So that's what I did. And I'm just putting all this extra food away that I don't really need. I'm taking my main food source, which is the steak, and then I think I grabbed bread as well. Here I am getting distracted once again by the glass, and then I turned it into glass panes, and then I fixed the windows in this house because my ADHD got distracted while filming this, and I was just kind of like all over the place in this episode, which is kind of funny to me. Here I'm looking for how to make glass panes, and I did struggle to find it at first, which was also really funny to me. There they are, finally. So I made quite a few of those to fix up the house a little bit, because my house was looking a little bit rough. It was looking a little homeless. And then I didn't want mobs to like sneak in my house, because they most definitely could with these open windows, so we definitely needed to fix that up. And then I discovered there was a hole in my roof that I didn't know was there. So here we are fixing that up, fixing up the ones upstairs since I had extra glass. I really do need to fix up this house a lot. It's definitely in bad shape. And then I don't remember what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm going through and fixing some of the walls. So like some of the walls in the swim structure are stair blocks, just to make it look a little more run down. So I'm just fixing that to make it look a little bit better. Yeah, we're just putting random oak blocks pretty much in random places at this point, and struggling to fix the walls, which is also really funny to me. And I'm honestly just winging this voiceover. Like, I don't know if this voiceover is actually going to work or not, and I'm really hoping it will, because I'm actually tired of editing this video. I've been struggling for a few hours now. I started this at 8 o'clock this morning, and it's now almost 11. And I didn't even film this video today. I definitely filmed it a few days ago. And I've just been editing this video for 3 hours and struggling. Yeah, we're just going through and fixing all these blocks that are messed up until I ran out of blocks. So that's fun. Now I think I'm actually preparing to go mining. Hopefully. I can always hope and pray. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I am... Oh, I'm chopping down a tree. I don't know why I'm chopping down a tree. I think maybe to get more sticks in case I need to make more weapons, because my stone pickaxe looks like it's struggling with life. It's like barely holding on. So I think I'm getting sticks from this tree. And I definitely don't remember replanting that tree, which is really dumb of me because I need all the trees I can get, because I haven't found like a forest that's like close by, I don't think. Actually, I think there's one on the other side of like the village that I go to quite often for stuff. But that's still a little bit of a walk. Here's me struggling to make a stick. There we go. So I made a few sticks to make an axe, even though I didn't really need the axe at that time because we were going mining. So I think I just made the axe to put in storage for now. Yeah, that's what I did, because ADHD. But maybe we go mining next? I think I'm gathering food, yeah. So I brought some bread with me, just in case I ran out of steak, which I honestly chose to starve myself, if I remember correctly, instead of actually eating food. And so, like, I definitely got close to dying, but it's okay. Now we're taking this crafting table in case we need to use it while mining, I think. And then here's me realizing I was dumb and I didn't need to pick it up yet because I needed to make more torches to go mining. So I had to place it back down to make torches. And I made quite a few torches to go mining in some of the caves. And I just went to go look in the cave next to my house, like in between my house and the village, so that way it wasn't like too far from home. And then now I'm actually picking up my crafting table to take it to go mining. And then now we are actually heading to the mine. And of course, my dummy butt forgot that there was a thing called nighttime, and I started heading there as the sun was going down, which was not the brightest idea I've ever had. So this is like the big cave, not that one right there. This big cave is the one that I don't think I explored it too much in this episode because I realized it was absolutely massive and there was like a big drop that I was not prepared for, and so I only like explored this cave for like the tiniest bit of time before heading back up, because I realized I wasn't prepared for this big of a cave yet. And my goal with this trip was just to get more coal. It was to hopefully get more iron because I needed more iron. I wasn't really looking for anything too fancy, so I wasn't too concerned with going super deep into this cave. Here I am, finally. I think this is when I realized that this cave was massive, and I tried to go down, and then I regretted my choices. Yeah, here I am getting my dirt to make like dirt stairs to where I could get back up out of the cave. And then me like struggling to figure out how to make stairs, which was kind of funny. Yeah. The cave is absolutely massive. There's like stalactites and stalagmites everywhere because it's so massive, and I think I went down a little bit and then decided to call it quits because it was also very dark and it was very hard to see anything. Yeah, so here you can kind of see how big it is, which I was not entirely prepared for. I thought it would just be like a series of tunnels and stuff. I wasn't prepared for like this big of an opening into as big of a cave, which I definitely should have prepared better watching this back, but it's okay. We all learn somehow. And I'm not like a newbie at Minecraft, but I'm a newbie at Minecraft survival, because I rarely ever play survival. Here I am, I guess just gathering stone because I needed stone, because my pickaxe was about to break, and I needed a stone pickaxe to get iron. I think that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I kind of just backed myself up into a corner so mobs couldn't like sneak up on me. Oh, I guess I made a stone sword. Okay, I made a stone sword. I don't know why, because my wooden sword is still alive. Maybe to like be more powerful, I suppose. And here you can see the big drop that I almost fell down. Yeah, right there. I almost fell down. And it goes really far down. So once I'm better prepared, I plan on going back down in this cave to try and find redstone, lapis, maybe diamond eventually. You don't really need diamond for like the swim horses, I don't think. It's mainly just redstone and lapis. And then we have one Cantazurite potion at the house, so I think I might try and find more Cantazurite potion or more Cantazurite ore while mining, so that way we have more than one potion, which means we can hopefully have more than one swim horse, if I choose to do that. I still haven't like totally decided. I know I love the realistic horse genetics horses. I love their colors way more than the swim horses, but the swim horses they're able to cover more ground than the realistic horse genetics horses can. And I just looked directly at an Enderman, which was like my biggest life choice mistake right there. So I was a chicken and ran home because I didn't want to die from an Enderman. So here I am running back to my house to go sleep and hope and pray that this Enderman does not come for me. Yeah. Okay, now it's morning. I don't remember what I actually did after that mining trip. I think oh, zombies, yes. Burning zombies. Yes, beautiful. It's a beautiful sight. Yes, beautiful. I locked myself in my room. I guess I'm just checking around the house to see if there's any other mobs that I need to be worried about. I don't remember what I did here. I think I just went to go, like, explore around to see if there were any other caves, like smaller caves, that were more like a tunnel, rather than, like, a full-on, like, open cave. And that's when I found that tiny cave down there, and that pig was choosing death on the side of the cliff. So I went down to that small cave to go see what was in there. This cave is part of the large cave that I was just in, and it's like a tunnel system that goes all the way back out to down here by this little like bay area from like the water or whatever. And that's when I found this, which I was not actually expecting it to be this close to like the surface, but I found a zombie spawner. And I was actually so excited because you can find saddles in like spawners. So I killed that zombie, and then I placed the torch on the spawner so no more would spawn. And I found a saddle, which made my entire trip worth it. I found quite a lot of bones as well, so we can get a dog, hopefully. I really, really want a dog. So we have a lot of bones. I found diamond horse armor, which I can't use for the swim horses, but I can use for the realistic horse genetics horses, which are like the vanilla horses. And then more swim potions, so I was very happy with this. I didn't actually have to go try and find like another nether world portal. That was a very confusing sentence to get out of my mouth. And then I just explored a little bit around here to see if there was anything important like coal or iron or anything else. But it's just swim cobble and copper, which copper is not really a good ore, I don't think. And then I'm just looking in here to see if it goes through or if it's just a dead end, and it's just a dead end, I think. Oh no, it goes back out to the surface. But this was a very successful trip for me, and it was in the daylight, so I was very pleased with it. And I didn't have to die for it. So now we have one saddle, which is all I could have ever asked for, and it's only our 3rd episode, which I'm very happy about. And I honestly expected to die by this time, but I didn't. So that's pretty nice. And then here's me struggling to get back up out of this hole in the ground, pretty much. I could have chose a way better route to do this now that I am watching this back, but it's okay. Yeah, this is just part of the big cave, so now we're going back up. It's actually a really beautiful area, and it's close to our house. Okay, here's me struggling to get back up off of that. Here's the big ravine next to the village and my house that I want to eventually go in and venture into to see if there's anything useful down there. This would be a good spot to check for redstone and lapis, so we'll definitely go down there eventually, is the key word, because it's very big, and you know what that means, lots of mobs, like creepers. I do not like creepers. They scare me. They're probably my least favorite mob, just because they sneak up on you and then explode and try and kill you. And then here I am. I think this is when I go up and explore like the snowy cliffs, which I have never done in this world, so I went to go see if there were any like caves worth it down here, and then I found this big opening, but it had like a couple creepers and a spider in here, and then I chickened out and left. So I definitely need to go back there, and then I just went and like ventured along the cliffside to see if there was any exposed coal or exposed iron, and I wanted to see kind of what was in this snowy cliff biome. And here I found this little tunnel thing that leads to nowhere, but I might dig it out and see where it goes, if it leads into a bigger cave system or what. But I did find a lot of coal in here, this little area that I'm mining right now, so I was okay with that. And I do plan on coming back to this tunnel and digging it out some. I think it seems safe, which I would very much appreciate safe, because mining is like my least favorite thing to do. Not just because it's boring, but because mobs spawn in caves, and I don't like to die. And I honestly, watching this back, I feel like this video was just kind of everywhere. Like, I just kind of did whatever. Like, there was no, like, organization to this video. Like, I came in without a plan to this video. Like, my only plan for this video was to get animals, and I did. And then I just kind of went and explored. And then there was really, like, no organization to this video. And here's me realizing that there were cows literally right above my house the entire time. See, right here. I walked so far for cows, and they were right there on this cliffside above my house. But it's okay. I still got cows anyways. Yeah, so I'm just exploring like kind of on the edge of these cliffs, just to see if I could see any exposed iron or whatnot. And that's when I found ponies in the snow, which was kind of a weird spot to see ponies. So I was a little weirded out by it, but there were some pretty horses. There was this really pretty fjord-looking horse, the dun, and then there were 2 bay paints, and then this really cute black dun pony. And when I say pony, I mean like tiny, like really tiny pony, and it's very cute, and I do like it. Here I am going back to adventuring on this cliffside, and then I saw iron that caught my eye, so I came back for the iron. And then I'm glad Minecraft made it to where you can get iron like in bigger deposits. So like in the past, like you could only get iron like maybe one ore, like find one ore at a time. Whereas like coal, you could find them in these large deposits with like 5 or 6 blocks of coal. And now you can do that with iron now and find like 4 or 5 blocks of iron in like these larger deposits, which I'm very happy about because iron was always such a pain to get because it took so long, 1 block at a time. But now with the larger deposits, it's easier. Here I am just mining stone because I needed stone anyways, and I think I ended up with a full stack of cobblestone at the end of this video, if I remember correctly. And then I'm just looking around seeing what's around here because I never ventured into the snow because I was scared of the deep snow. But with leather boots, you can avoid the deep snow. So I've heard. It is now thundering outside, which is great, while I'm doing this voiceover. Thank you, Texas. Texas is currently going through bipolar weather, and it's been like stormy, and then sunny, and then stormy, and then sunny. And I guess today it's stormy. Here I am going deeper into the cliffs. These cliffs were actually really difficult to climb, surprisingly. But I'm not surprised because I've honestly never, like, I've heard of this biome. I don't remember what this biome is actually called, but I've never actually explored into this type of biome. So this was like my first time exploring into this type of biome. And then down there was the nether portal that we found, I think in the first episode, that didn't have like any loot. Like normally they have a chest with stuff in it, but this one didn't. So that was a bummer. Here I am finding more iron. And then now we're just going to go adventure a little bit. And the sun is going down. This did go into the nighttime. And then here I am going further into this biome, which wasn't exactly the smartest thing to do. And then here is me realizing that Minecraft had mountain sheep, also known as goats. I did not realize Minecraft added mountain goats to Minecraft, so this was a pleasant surprise when I saw these things. At first I thought they were like sheep, like mountain sheep or something, but then I did research after I filmed this, and they're mountain goats. So here's me discovering mountain goats in Minecraft, and I did not know they were added to Minecraft, but they're really cute and fuzzy, so I'm okay with it. I'm not sure what they drop. I'm probably going to go back and see if I can like steal one of them to see what they drop and to see like how to breed them and stuff like that. But that was a pleasant surprise. Very pleasant surprise. And I will say that these goats make climbing these cliffs look so much easier than it actually is, because I struggled immensely with climbing these cliffs and I almost fell to my death a few times. And then here's like this really pretty like landscape, like this little oasis in the middle of all the snowy cliffs, which was very pretty. I will say that. And then I think this is where I almost fall. Yeah, right there. I almost died right there, falling, because I was not careful enough. And this happens a couple more times, I believe, is when I like give myself like a physical like heart attack falling off of one of these cliffs, and it's very traumatic. And then my stone pickaxe just broke right there, so I think I'm digging into the cliff to like have like a safe corner, or not, to where I could craft some things, because I needed a stone pickaxe to get this iron. There we go. And then now I'm trying to figure out a way to get to this iron. I could have done some things very different watching this back. That would have made this much easier. Here's me almost falling again. But you know what? It's okay. I didn't die in this episode, so that's all that matters. And there, a piece of iron dropped. So I had to climb down and get this piece of iron that decided to run away from me. Obviously, I'm collecting more coal because you can never have enough coal. And I think I also ended up with a full stack of coal at the end of this episode as well, which is perfect. And I honestly didn't expect there to be as much exposed iron and coal on these cliffs that I found. So I will definitely be exploring these cliffs more in hopes of finding more coal and iron if I ever need it, which I probably will. Okay, now we are moving on from the spot, and I think this is when I decide to head home, because this was just pretty much a straight drop to death at this point. So I think this is when I decided to turn back around and start to go home, because I was content with everything that I collected from this journey. So here's me trying to figure out the best way to get back around these cliffs and to get back home. So I went over here. There's the waterfall I passed through where the goats were on the other side. And then I found more iron, so I stopped to collect that. And then I once again found more iron. And then the goats scared me because I thought it was a skeleton, but I forgot that the goats were there. So they gave me a miniature heart attack because I thought they were skeletons. And then here we are heading hopefully to the top of this cliff. Oh, yeah, there we go. I almost fell. Or I did fall, and I almost died again. There's the goats. They're very cute. They're also very funny looking. That's not how I expected Minecraft goats to look. But I think they went for a mountain goat more than just like an actual goat. But I think they would have been cuter if it was like an actual like farm goat that they added to Minecraft rather than a mountain goat. And then here's me trying to figure out the best way to get down off of this mountainside. And then I found this really big like cavern that I kind of was like staring at to see if I could see anything like important in there, and then I chose not to go in there because I saw a few zombies and a creeper and like a few creepers. So I decided that I would come back to it in a later episode. And then here I am trying not to just jump off this cliff and die, and there's a skeleton that apparently I didn't see in the original video, or when I was originally filming this. And looking back at this, I'm glad that the skeleton didn't see me because he was kind of close. And watching this back makes me realize I should probably make a shield if I'm going to be adventuring at night and fighting mobs. And so I finally saw a skeleton, and I saw a creeper on the other side, so I just went for it. I was going to die no matter what if I chose to be careful going down these cliffs. So I just decided to run for my life at this point in time. And then traumatic things happened. The deep snow got to me. And so here I am running for my life because I thought I was going to get stuck in the deep snow that I was told leather boots will help with, and leather boots in fact did not help with it. So here I am just going back home, minding my own business because I did not want to die. So here we are going back home. I had to take a little bit of break from voice recording this because I had to go out with some family since it's my birthday. So I went out and had lunch with them. But right now we are headed back home to avoid all these mobs. They're quite literally everywhere at this point. And then here's the big cliff that I desperately try not to fall off and die, but I was also trying to run from the mobs for my life, so I think I just gave up and dropped because they were everywhere. So I think I just dropped right here and then made a sprint for home because I didn't want to die. As you can see, the zombies are coming after me, and we're almost home. Home is in the distance, and I'm just trying to get home at this point, like so desperately trying to get home. Here we are most of the way home. Luckily our home is lit up a little bit, but not a lot, so there weren't a lot of mobs out, except for one that was hanging out near our barn. So I made it home, went upstairs, went to bed, and then called it a night. I think I had enough adventuring for one day, but here we are the next morning. All the mobs are burning, which is great. I love to see that. Here we are cleaning out our loot that we got from this little expedition. So we had a full stack of coal by the end of it and about half a stack of cobblestone, which is great. And then we got 21 iron, which is also pretty good. And then of course we had our saddle and our diamond horse armor, which I'm so happy about the saddle, guys. Like beyond words. Amazed. And then we have quite a lot of bones, so I really do want to get a dog. I really want to get a dog. That'll help so much with like mobs, like killing mobs. We can stay outside at night for longer because we'll have a dog to help kill the mobs as well. But I think in the next episode we're for sure going to start working on fixing up the barn, because now I really want a horse since we have a saddle now. So here I am just kind of taking a minute to organize a few things. So like I've decided to put most of like the swim potions and important horse stuff all into one chest, and all my building stuff into one chest, just to kind of keep it a little bit more organized. So here I'm putting all like the swim horse stuff, the normal vanilla horse stuff in here, so that I know where they are when time comes to need them. So we have a couple of jump potions, we have a couple of health potions for the swim ponies, so we're putting those together, which will help out a lot when we do get a swim horse, because swim horses do need a lot of training to get to where they're good. Here we are struggling with this dang ladder yet again. Desperately need to fix that. I have the supplies to fix that. So I definitely need to do that in the next episode. What am I doing here? I don't know what I thought I was going to do with this. Apparently I didn't do anything with that. Oh, I started smelting my iron. So, and then this is like where my laptop just decided to like randomly glitch. So I was like separating my coal and like it wouldn't separate, and then it like duplicated the full stack of coal and like wouldn't let me place the coal down anywhere. So like my computer randomly glitched, so I had to like X out of that screen, and then I like went back to normal. I don't know what happened there, but it weirded me out. I did not want to experience that ever again, because I do not want this game to crash. If this game crashes, I will probably cry. But yeah, we're smelting our iron, which is perfect. We need iron for armor, obviously, tools. I'm sure we could use it for a few of the horse needs. So iron's very important. We have a good supply of that going right now. Don't know what I'm looking for here. I think I was making torches. Yeah, so we're making torches, and I think this is when I decide to light my land up a little bit. So like I put torches around the house, around the barn, the garden, just to keep things a little bit lighter so that mobs aren't spawning too terribly close to my house. I also put some torches on the animal pens as well. So we already had these 2 torches here. So I went around and put torches on the garden. I put torches around the animal pens so that mobs won't spawn close to my house, because I don't like that. And then we got some eggs from our chickens, and I think I got a couple baby chickens from this, or maybe 1. Yeah, I got 1 baby chicken from this, so now we have 4 chickens, which is amazing. Did not mean to hit the baby chicken with the egg. I apologize to the chicken, I promise. What are we doing now? We are going to our garden, and we are lighting our garden up a little bit. And our crops are actually growing pretty quickly. I'm kind of like impressed with that. Our sugarcane is also growing pretty quickly, but I think it's because I decided to put them on sand rather than grass. Sugarcane always grows faster on sand, at least in my experience. Here we are lighting up the barn. The inside of the barn, like the hay area, already had lights in it, so I wasn't worried about that. But here you can see like the holes, like the big holes in the roofs. Also, there's these two doors here. I don't know what the purpose of them is, so I'm probably gonna get rid of that. Because I have no idea what the purpose of that is. But the barn definitely needs a lot of work. Here I went around the back side of the house to put torches up around there. The house is already looking a ton better after doing some of like the repairs to like the walls, the windows. Now we just need to work on this barn. This barn is going through it. The stalls, I was looking more at the stalls. They're kind of a weird shape. So I think I'm going to have to figure out how I want to lay this barn out a little bit. It looks like it's a stall with a tiny little paddock attached to the front. So I might just stick with that plan and go with that. But we'll figure that out. But here I decided to end the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little voiceover, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye!